Oh, are we on? Oh. The season is almost set. Hey, fam. You know what I'm really... It's almost August, which means if you ordered the alt uniform, because you used to wear that, they're wearing black. But you know, I'm going to keep my blacks. The alt uniforms are just days away. I think it's in mid-August, so we're talking a couple of weeks away. Just getting into the spirit of things is just so much fun, you know? Man. Now, anyway, hey, day 2. Oh, let me give it up for my boys, the mods that keep the place at least sane to some level in the chat room. That's Daniel Serrano, Rhodes Matheson, YLSC here, and we've added a new member. Call him the Razor. And Jesus is my king, 777, captain of the crew. He says, now I don't know if they all agree, but they're such a fun bunch. And as we always ask, mods, please do allow the trolls and haters. Oh, we've added Jay Runner, Jeff Tan, too. My bad. Please allow the trolls and haters to come in and say just enough to say, okay, you've been warned. Give them a warning. I love it when they get a warning. And then they go ahead and step on, oh, well, I'm giving a warning. Boom, goodbye, boom. One of the things I've always wanted to do is officiate a game just so I could get a dude that got out of pocket so I could. Oh, I'd get such a rush. Man. Hey, fam, let's jump right on in here, though, man. Hey, have I got any birthdays today? Hey, if I missed your birthday, let me know. Because it wasn't intentional. Sometimes I make notes, and you see this page of notes, man. Nobody can read it except me. And sometimes I can't read it, you know what I'm saying? So, anyway, as I mentioned, Matt Breida. You see, this is why I'm tickled to death to hear about Matt Breida looking good in camp. One, it's going to push that competition. Now, I understand that Joe, Raheem, also Jeremy McNichols, those guys are all up for this challenge, though, because I heard they was all kind of doing not bad, you know? So, but anyway, the Matt Breida role seems to be forming as you see things being said like, backup running back Matt Breida stood out both on the ground and through the air. He's a tough, relentless runner despite his 190-pound frame and could be an underrated factor in San Francisco's offense in his second season. He's one of the offense's most athletic players and could be used to create mismatches. I mean, is that what Kyle does all day long to a team? Put them in mismatches that they can't deal with? Even in packages with #1 running back, Jerick McKinnon on the field as well. Can you imagine? All that speed, them two, McKinnon. I mean, McKinnon and you got Matt Breida, and then you got Trent Taylor, you got Marquise Goodwin over there. You know what? That speed. I'm gonna call these guys now the Formula One offense. Ooh, God. Hey, D-POY signing today. Defensive Player of the Year. Buckner got off to a quick start by tipping Garoppolo's arm and forcing an incompletion today on the first throwing play of the team drills. Buckner was a handful for the offensive line throughout the session, which is good news. It's good news. I never blame when we got like dudes that are just badass, because every team ain't got a bunch of badasses, right? So this is why I never worry about if the defense, the offense is winning by certain dudes doing a number on them. Like yesterday when Jerick McKinnon, Keese, Jimmy G, of course, did a number on the defense. You can't get mad at that. Every defense in the league is going to have the same issue and worse because they've never seen our guys, right? So again, what we got to remember though, no pads. Good to see the big man is about. No moments will be wasted with Deforest Buckner. The man's on a mission this year. He's going to get them sacks. He's sick of his first 2 years going at. Yeah, he's good for a lot of quarterback pressures. You know, these guys who like to eat, they want to finish the meal. They don't want no hors d'oeuvres. They don't want to have a sandwich. Bring the meat. You know what I'm saying? Eat. Oh, I can't tell you how much Marquise, Keys. He did it again. Although one play, Keys got had. He made the play, and out of nowhere comes Brock Coyle and snatches that ball. One thing I do not like is receivers not putting the ball away and somebody just come and just take the shit out of his arms. Oh, that really makes me wrap that stuff up. But these are lessons to be learned now. So later on, but Keys was still, man. In fact, now Keys is considered the biggest challenge for the DBs in camp now. The phrase now must be amongst the DBs. Can you at least come close to hanging with Keys? Cornerback of Keller Witherspoon named Goodwin as the team's toughest receiver to cover, not only because of that blinding speed, but he's improved to the route running. That's all it was ever about. Keys could have been a superstar in Buffalo, and if that would have happened, we would have never got him. Shame on you, Buffalo, but good. As soon as we see Garcon, and don't go to Grant Cohn. Grant talks about Garcon like it's his fault, but Garcon is not in the mix yet. I'm not sure. Kendrick Moore made a great play today. You saw in the footage. Also, that was his Exum Jr. Exum Jr. made a nice play today. These guys, this is all about the guys getting acclimated to both systems. Because last year, guys came in and had to learn things in a few minutes, especially a lot of those defensive backs that we got. As a panic grew last year, as you remember, as Dante Johnson had the entire front office saying, oh my God, what are we going to do? Okay, we got some people in here and start looking at them now. How are we going to get him up to speed? We're in the middle of the season. I know, but it doesn't matter. Just get him in here. So Exum Jr. was one of those guys that got in there late last year. I believe he was one of the guys. I still want to see my boy Corbin, because Corbin could be one of those guys that flies under the radar, and all of a sudden, when I see that big dude Terrell Williams and hear anything about him, because he's 6'4" safety. I want to know what a 6'4" safety looks like in action, and I want to see if he can make the team. You know what I'm saying? Richie James, see, you saw Marquise give that very emotional during his press conference. Marquise, I thought he was going to break out, man, and just lose it. Because he was sitting there talking about how rough it was growing up, and I forget what section he mentioned, some number, but it's what cities will designate for families that are struggling, right? So Marquise said he grew up in that situation. He was moving from house to house, which is why he was so delighted to get his mom into a house finally, and it was all on him. And also, he went through domestic violence things, and some of the things. Marquise has went through some things in life that a lot of us probably couldn't even deal with. I mean, even now, he loses his child, and it's just a really sad thing. But he's taken all that negative energy in his life and has applied it to his motivation and inspiration to make him go, go, go. And now he's become an unstoppable fiend. Marquise, you are one of God's most brilliant children. You have went through hell and back, and you still keep your head up above water. You keep rolling, and now you may be an all-pro in the making. I can see that coming now. And with Jimmy G back there throwing the ball, ooh, you know. It's all possible. I can't wait. We'll see it coming soon. Hey, fam, let us go to the phone. Oh, wait. Rod Manhammer, he says, hey, Ronbo, you should make a Niners soundbite and say, I thought about that already. You know what? Okay, I'm going to do it and put it about 4 or 5 different flavors. In fact, you can choose your flavor. Don't get me started on being stupid. I'm going to do it. Boy, thank you, Rod. And Cynthia says, hurry up, come on here. I'm still at work, of course. You Cynthia, shucks. Thanks, Cynthia. We will. We're on there now. Rip the jacker. Repeat after me. We all know the phrase. Extreme violence. Kill zone. All gas. No brakes. Hey, Rip the jacker. Shout out to Lil Wayne as well. Man, ain't that the truth? Naishwan Warren says, what up, Niner Empire, Ronbo, especially you. Thanks, fam. 49 faithful! And JRU Niners. Here we go with that. Which flavor is this? Because I'm going to name these later. Niners! Corey Owens says, what up, Niners? 901 Memphis in the house. Sup, fam? And Rose Matheson, let's get this Ronbo stream of our beloved team going. Niner Empire, yeah. And Daniel Serrano, shucks. Hey, Miguel, 49ers, Niners. Renzo S, hello, Niner fam. 17th Graveyard, JD Empire. 17th Graveyard, JD Empire. Hey, look into that one. I gotta like that. Peter Worley. Oh, no! Sup, Peter? Civic Sport Injected, FB6. That could be the name of our offensive crew as well. What's up? Christopher Gray, Niners! Abel Lemus. Can I get a same old sorry-ass Rams? You got to find out where Rudy's social media is so we can just sort of spam him up. Same old sorry-ass Rams. Razio, sup? Sup, Niner fam? And Noah Smack, it's my brothers. Niner by nature. Niner by nature, here we go. Niners by nature, here we go. Hey, yes, the Pats come on tomorrow. Ah, man, that's going to be. And Brian Cope, yeah. Time. Ronbo time. Go 49ers. Christopher Gray. Heard Joe Williams. Hey. That's what I left out. Joe Williams. They said Joe did a number today. Yeah. SoFlo Niner, boy. I like that, man. SoFlo Niner. Shout out to Ronbo from all of us 49ers in South Florida. SoFlo. Haroon 1. Hey, fam. And Trevor Marks, Marquise. You know, you're going to hear that a lot because that boy is getting unstoppable. Lee. What up, Lee?
He's the guy that has every reason
He said,
to quit. He's the guy that has
it's right. He has no reason to quit because he's Keys.
It's not about the guy that has all the skill.
It's not about those guys either.
It's not. By the setbacks that you had in life.
Key, you know what about Lee? Lee has everything you could actually have to be a 49er fan as far as sound equipment. Lee, believe me, Lee, get in there, man. They're good stuff, but we got to be careful of that stuff.
When you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe.
It's like,
what up, Ronbo?
I tell you, man, I'm every day if I hear about new stars, because Keller Witherspoon, I haven't said anything about him yet, but that dude is getting to the point now. If teams think that they're going to work Kello all day to avoid Richard Sherman, man, are they going to be in for a surprise? Hey, Billy!
Yeah, exactly, Ronbo. I'm real excited about it. Kello, I heard he was one of the best of the second day of training camp.
Yep.
I heard he balled out. He had a tough day. I heard the first day marking Goodwin. Mm-hmm. But apparently today he locked Goodwin down, and apparently I think Goodwin only really got open when someone else was marking him, when the killer wasn't. So, yeah, it's looking good. We've got two probably elite corners now starting, Ronbo, with him and Sherman. So, yeah, I'm really excited. Well, Killer, I think he's going to have a big year.
It's all about growth with him. That's all. Just how soon can he get to his ceiling? That could take a while. But between now and then, shoot, how badass could he be? Because when we see a killer do well, and all of a sudden we'll say, and he's not even reached full potential. Whoa! I can't wait to say things like that to
he's only coming into his second year, and he's got tutelage under now Sherman. He says how much he can learn, especially in this system that Sherman's pretty much the professor of. I heard a lot of other guys too stood out. Like you said, Joe Williams apparently had the best run of the day.
Yeah.
So that's good to see. You know, all our running backs doing good.
McNichols,
as long as he doesn't drop the ball, he could have a big year.
Hey, and Lee, you know what that means? If he did that well today in practice, could it be a nervous condition that he's got? Because he wasn't. They would have said something about it. You know, the reporters, they couldn't wait. If he would have dropped that ball once, they would have wrote that up like it was, like he did it all day. They didn't.
Yeah, exactly. It's just good to see him actually doing something good, and the rider's not on his back, actually giving a bit of praise, because he was a guy that people were thinking, oh, he might be out the door this year, So it's good to see him do well. Also, I heard Bolden Jr., a guy that was suspended for the first 4 games. I heard he had a good day, Ronbo. Apparently, he made some great catches. He actually was the first person to catch a pass on Sherman.
Yeah, right. That was Sherm.
Bolden Jr., yeah.
I think you're right. It was Sherm. I did read about that. And he ran it all for a TD.
And then you got the rookies doing well. I think Richie James and Dumbo are showing a lot of promise. I heard they both made a few catches. Richie made a spectacular one, they reckon. He's been doing it since rookie camp. So, it's good to see them both shining. We haven't seen anything from Pettis yet, so I'm hoping he picks it up and starts showing a bit of potential that he had in college, because he's been a bit quiet since we got him. So hopefully he picks up over the preseason.
Wait, who'd you say?
Pettis, because I was talking about Pettis. He was our second-round draft pick. He hasn't really shown much yet, so I'm hoping he picks it up.
And yesterday he got embarrassed. So, I really am concerned. I think Pettis wants to make sure he gets pads. You know what, Lee? We might be dealing with a real diva. You know why? Pettis is not going to take any pain. He's got no pads on. Pettis is probably thinking, I got to be careful out here. I got a feeling he's one of those guys.
Yeah, I heard he's more like he's got the skills. We've seen it in college. It's just that I think that more mental side, he's scared of getting hit.
Yeah,
he's just got to toughen up a bit. I think we've seen it in Okello last year. I think he got ran over by Carlos Hyde, and then he ended up having a good season. People were questioning whether he was going to be tough, and look at him now. So hopefully he gets better. So he's the one person I'm hoping he picks it up. I heard Garnett's in the second team, and they've brought a person into the first team, Ronbo, with Cooper out. I heard he did all right too.
Yeah, was that good?
I know news? A lot of people. Yeah, a lot of people in the fan club and the Nighthawk fan club have been saying, "Oh man, I don't want to see Pearson there." But I looked into him last year, and he had some good games. I think his first game last year, he got like PFF Player of the Week. He made the team of the week.
Person.
So he probably shows a bit of potential with Kyle brought him over.
Person?
Kyle had him at Atlanta.
Person got Player of the Week.
He can play center and guard. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I think it was the first game last year of the week. I looked it up. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good news.
So hopefully, maybe,
Because it's between him and Garnett right now, because it looks like, I don't know, maybe in a month from now he might be ready, but it looks like Cooper's not quite going to be ready yet. So.
Yeah, and Cooper's got those injury concerns. He's a bit like Jimmy.
He's real fragile.
Been hampered his whole career with injuries. I heard Jimmy had a hard time today with Bourne. I think he should let Show know.
They have it on a clip too.
Do they?
Yeah, I was watching a clip, and no, he's talking about Jimmy Ward. Jimmy Ward, I saw that play. Bourne came down, and it was a simple play. He just ran an out route, and there was Jimmy, and I think Jimmy's 20, right? Yeah, Jimmy Ward's 20. And that was him. So
yeah, you got Jimmy.
Yeah, so it was Jimmy Ward getting killed, and I says, wow. Ward didn't seem to pull up on that very well, and Bourne makes this great catch, and that was the end of that. It's bad when you get it filmed, though. But yeah. Bourne's going to be good,
watching one of the beat writers, and he was talking about Bourne, like I think you said the other day, about he looks like he's going to be right on the verge pushing our starters again this year, and he looks real good, and that he'll probably be the guy that takes over from Garcon.
Mm-hmm. Hey, you want to get in on
showing
this?
a lot of promise.
You want to get on it? Big Show is going to be buying a lot of laundry. What we got to do is, because he's going to send Show, you're going to send me that jersey. You should tell him that. Listen, if
what did he say he's going to buy you? What jersey again? He's going
to get me a Bourne jersey if Bourne does indeed surface as one of the better receivers on this team, because he says that we should stop praising Bourne, stop overfeeding I said, Show, you just don't like him. You're not going to appreciate anything. He made one catch in that game. What? What? I guess Show's his monitor or screen, it must filter out everything Bourne does except for a couple of plays here and there.
Hey, Rob, I think I can see Show pulling out his hair every time Bourne gets a touchdown this year. I think he's going to have no hair left. I think you better get him one of those big brim 49er hats to wear, because I can see that happening. Before I go on, did you hear about Cowherd?
Whoa! I gotta hear this. Cowherd? What happened to him?
Oh no, he's a lot of the people in the media write us off, and they don't say we're gonna do good like Carr over at NFL Network and Nate used to play for the Seahawks as well, Burleson. Yeah. So like Cowherd, he's sort of been sticking up for the Niners. He said that we were going to make the NFC Championship this year. We were dark.
Oh, but he reneged on that already,
I was laughing. Has he? I was laughing the other day.
Cowherd's been waffling. He's got the Ram. He took us out of the series. Yeah. He put the Rams in as an NFC champs. He's went. I don't know what Cowherd's doing, but his reputation is shot. I mean, he's got no credibility whatsoever now. So he's
probably taking so much shots because every time he says something good about us, everyone gets on his back. I heard him name the top 10 worst teams of the garbage teams of this season, though, and he said,
real quickly, because we got to go.
Obviously. And he had the Raiders, the #1 garbage team of the year, Ronbo.
You got to go with that.
So I'm pretty happy about that.
Lee, let me get back to you tomorrow because I'm getting a panic over here. Let me see you tomorrow, okay? Thanks, man.
Shout out to the Hit Squad, all the new mods, and Nine Empire. Thanks, Ronbo.
All right, fam. All right. Let's go. Hey, Jesus is my king. Thanks, man. Let me read what he said. He just, I just wanted to give a shout out to J. Run, Nashawn, Daniel, Jeff Tan, Rhodes, Civic, Razor, and the rest of the Empire. Love you, Ronbo, and thanks for giving us this platform to talk Niners. Yes! Thanks. Jesus McKinnon, you are special, man. You see, man, he never has failed to make a meeting yet. All right, quickly back over the phone. Over here. Okay. Curious me, 49er Empire Firms. Sir Garcia wants to know what's up. Naswat, Warren Goodwin. Warren Goodwin gone. What's it? Warren Goodwin. There's something wrong. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to say Goodwin gone beast out. Oh, Nashawn Warren. Nashawn, I got your name mixed up, man. Got you now. A and JK. Born about to ball out this year. I really do think so. Give me a medium show. Jorge Avila says, not gonna front. Goodwin's interview almost made me tear up a bit. Dude has got a heart. I'm telling you, man. Jorge, that dude is hard. His character's amazing. Go hard. What up, Big Ronbo and fellow Ronbo maniacs? Go easy here, reporting. Go easy. I like that. Reporting for duty. KG Serapin, we need to stop Rams front seven, and we're good. Well, we may not have to be concerned because one front seven member may not be there. Aaron Donald says, I ain't playing, man. They don't pay me. I ain't coming. Michael Upster says, 49ers faithful, we out here. Let's go, Ronbo. And JM Project, let's go. Jamel C. Fagan, Sr. says, what's up, Ronbo? Checking in. What's up, fam? And Jessica Jones, hello, faithful. Hey, Civic Sport Detective FB6, boom. Oh, thanks, fam. Make it 25. All right. And it's Repent to Jesus. Repent.
What's up, Ronbo?
Repent, you man. I tell you, that kid, the drama gets started tomorrow, the real stuff, but today and yesterday, man, I'm really loving it, man. But what is your take on what's going on?
Well, I'm not looking at the camera, but I'm about to pull over in like 30 seconds. So
I knew it because I could tell the flashing and flickering that we're looking at the ceiling of the car.
No, yes, thank you. Thank you for taking my phone call, man. I want to tell you, man, I'm so thankful of everything you've been doing this whole year since I've been listening to you. I got to tell you, I've noticed that I've never been so excited about preseason football, because we've been, you've been covering the rookies, every, draft pick, every, every undrafted player, and now I'm going to be watching all 4 quarters of those preseason games.
Ooh, the games, Repent, you to be doing yourself a great favor, man. Those games are going to be really good because this year we got such talented depth. I can't wait. I want the starters to come in for like a couple of minutes and sit down. I know what you guys can do. I want to see these new guys. Woo!
Yeah, you know, so I'm not like, I'll be honest with you, last year during preseason, I was like, okay, I seen the starters, they looking good, and then with people I didn't really know nothing about, I just kind of like, you know, walked away from the couch, didn't watch the game, wasn't watching the game. Now I'm like, hey, no, this guy Bourne might end up being a, you know, starter in a year from now. So we need to pay attention.
And look at that prediction.
You know?
He may be. Because where is Pierre Garçon?
Right. Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
And is Bourne a little tougher than Dante Pettis? Because you probably played with these kind of guys. We all did. There's something about Dante Pettis that tells me he may lack toughness. Dante's out there. I think he's going 60 or 70% speed. He's one of those guys. Hey, man, we ain't playing with pads. Back up, man. Because you know what? I ain't going to get hurt right now. I think he might be one of the guys to do. We may have a pretty boy on our we may have.
I know, man. You know what? The good thing is he's so young. You know, I'm sure. You know, all the lights, everything's coming down now. You know, you got drafted. You get to enjoy it. You know, everyone congratulating you. Now it's like you better put on pads in a moment with some professionals, with the Reuben Foster, you know, of last year that was knocking people out. You know, so. I do, you know, you're talking about 21, 22, 23-year-old kids, man. Of course, they're going to have some jitters. They're going to have some hesitations. They're going to have some fears, you know. But I do believe the talent is there. You know, I think Dante Pettis is going to be great. You know, one thing that's going to be natural for him for sure, man, is those punt returns. I want to see that. Okay. But yeah, man, I'm excited. Everything I've been hearing, I know I need to read more about it, but you know, hearing that Garoppolo had a better day today, which I'm not surprised, but I feel a little bit better to hear. You know, but the one that I'm really excited about, and I really want to see in preseason football, is Fred Warner, man. You know, you got the defensive coach, Salah, he's jumping up and down, getting excited. He's yelling, and I heard that Fred Warner had his finger up, like, no, you're not gonna pass on me.
Wait a minute, man. I love that character. And we got some comedians out there this year too.
And you gotta love the confidence. And and when you got the defensive coach jumping up like that, it's because he sees something. He knows something. He knows something's coming. And I keep on looking at that Vikings game. I'm already researching Viking reports and how they're doing. And guess what? They still have some holes to fill on the offensive line. Okay. They're talking about Kirk Cousins only having the playbook for 3.5 months, implying that he's not going to be able to absorb the playbook in that time frame. So he's got a lot to learn and a lot to, implement with that playbook, So I'm really liking the Niners' chance, man. I'm really hoping that this game one is the game for the Niners, to just set the tone, Ronbo, because this is a young team, the Niners, that they need to see their own potential. They need to see what they're capable of, and to be able to go to a Vikings house, that, went to the NFC Championship, they need to be able to know they're at that caliber, So I'm excited, man.
Yeah,
so excited. It can't start August 9th, man. I don't know what the countdown is, but it's 11, 12 days.
Yeah.
It's around the corner,
in July. Right. Yeah. You're right. About 13, 12, 13, yeah.
And Ronbo, I don't know if you've seen the video footage. I'm on Snapchat, and I follow the San Francisco 49ers, and people are doing stories of the camp, and man, they're right there on the sideline with Marquise Goodwin catching the ball. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, are they really that close? They got Garoppolo just walking up to them, signing autographs. I'm like, you know what? I think I might have to go to the camp.
I worry about security a little bit, but I figure they must know what they're doing out there, you know? Because I can see a disguise. Maybe a guy like Rudy sneaks in, you know, with a 49er jersey on.
Hey, I know. I would be so excited to see Garoppolo, man. I'm a big fan of his. Obviously, we all are. But I'd be the type of guy to be like, man, I'm so happy to see you, Garoppolo. I'll be shoving kids out the way. Hey, let me get the autograph. And then as soon as he gets the autograph and Garoppolo's like, you know, he's impressed. He's like, wow, you know, thanks for being a big fan. I'm like, hey, Garoppolo, what's up with that porn star, though, man? What's going on with you?
You can't. He'd be so embarrassed. Although he's probably learning how to handle that now, you know.
Oh, my gosh. He'd be like, I'm not doing a press conference right now. I'm not doing a press conference, you know. So, but, yeah, man, I'm so excited. So you said the pads come on tomorrow?
That's it. Repent. They will be hitting tomorrow. Probably not hard and crazy, but they will be making contact. But,
yeah, see, I don't know how that works because, I mean, as you know, putting on the pads, you know, you can't be going hard on your own team. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it should be good, though.
It should be. And as long as they walk away with no injuries like today, we're still getting no injuries. That's what I'm loving the most. Repent, we got to stop, though. I'm going to tell you what, man. Look for you tomorrow after that padded practice and see what we got. Okay, so you're going to be on tomorrow? Yeah. You know, I got to be there for the entire opening of the first few days of practice. And then we'll go back to regular schedule.
Well, hey, man, you're doing a great job, Ronbo. Trust me, man. We appreciate it so much. And you know, it's so cool to be able to hear other people's feedback. You know, like I said, you got some really good callers that come in and have great insight. So, you know, they help all of us, you know, see things at a new angle. That's pretty cool, man.
That's the thing. All these perspectives coming in, it just shows the Niner Empire, we're brilliant folk. Repent. See you tomorrow, fam. Hope you get some time.
All right, Ronbo. All right, man. You have a good night.
You too.
Good show, man.
Thanks, Repent. Yeah, there's my boy Repent. Jesus. And here he comes. Without any further ado, he means. No. I mean, Yamin. Yamin!
Ronbo, what's good with you, Ronbo?
I got some good news. I got some good news for you. Your boy Joe, and mine, Joe Williams, look good today, man.
Right. Ronbo, did you have a chance to check out the Joe Williams
the styles? And I'm still looking at certain things about that clip because as I look at Joe move, and I could see only got that one small sample of footage from YouTube, and then you look at Garrison, and I do see what you're talking about, though. I do, you know, yeah. That Joe's just got some more reps, but it looks like he's into it. I mean, he's focused, and he's trying to get people to stop talking about me being not capable. That's what I like. And I didn't hear nothing about any fumbles either. I mean, none.
Ronbo. See, what I see in Joe Williams, I see a lot of Garrison Hurst.
I know
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The run style, the cut, the way how he carried the ball. Because when Garrison Hurst is with us, he ain't really fumble like that. You know what I'm saying? And I believe that, Joe Williams, he learned, he learned from his mistakes. He human.
Yeah.
But I think that Ronbo, I think Joe Williams. I'm calling this on Niner Empire. You know what I'm saying? Is what July 27th.
Yeah.
Listen, Joe Williams is going to run 100-yarder some way, somehow within 3 to 4 years. I'm going to say 3 to 4 years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a long time. A 100-yard game, we got to wait 3 to 4 years?
No, a 100-yard run. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, 100-yard run. Woo!
Ronbo, Ronbo, I tried to told you, Ronbo, it's a part of our legacy, you know what I'm saying? Some way, somehow, we make miracles, you know what I'm saying? Same thing with T.O., same thing with Vernon Davis. I don't know when it's going to happen. I don't know how it's going to happen, but it's going to happen, Ronbo.
Hey, you know it. And you can see the writing on the wall already. I mean, I got 3 guys. I got my boy Keys. And we're talking about Joe Williams. You know, Jerick McKinnon is getting ready to destroy things. Yesterday he went crazy as well. Right? I got George Kittle. I got a feeling we might have something there. So, you know, we got all kind of dudes that got that big-time potential.
Ronbo.
Yeah.
Ronbo, I salute Ronbo. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, Ronbo, I mean, if I was Jimmy Guac, I get on the podium and tell them, stop giving me fucking glory right now. Like, because, the season ain't even started yet. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
he ain't paying no attention.
Want us to come in hungry. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want our road games to be our best games.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, that way, when we do make it to the playoffs,
be ready.
We'll have that urge, that momentum to either go to Philadelphia or go back, to the Vikings. Or if we got to play the Saints. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Look out for the Saints. I'm really worried about them, too, this year. Them Saints, man. But Drew Brees is starting to slow down a little bit, and I noticed that in that last playoff game last year. He ain't the same Drew Brees he was even 3 seasons ago. So, comes down to us versus the Saints.
Listen, Ronbo, Ronbo, we don't know how it's going to happen. We don't know when it's going to happen.
Yeah.
But if we do make, if we do make the playoffs,
yeah.
we don't know where we got to travel first. You see what I'm saying? Then we don't know, who's going to make the playoffs. You see what I'm saying?
And
but
they may have to travel to our house. You know what I'm saying? Like, couldn't you see it? See, we're sitting here talking about where we're going to have to go in the playoffs. And the 49ers have, we can see them announce it, 49ers have home field advantage throughout the playoffs. And we can come all the way back to July and say, remember Yami was worried about where the 49ers going to travel first? Everybody's got to come to San Francisco. No. What?
Like Ronbo, could can I walk in the truth right now?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the reason why I love us on the road is because, I think it's going to help us out more better. Like, you know what I'm saying? Do I want us to have a first round bye? Shit, yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? But, I think that, with the 3 running backs that we got in our receiving core, you see what I'm saying? I think it's going to help us out with Seattle, with LA. I want us to beat Tampa. Because I think
we're gonna beat Tampa. Tampa's got a lot of inside issues, and one of them is their quarterback, Jameis. Man, people start to trip on Jameis. I got a feeling he's gonna ruin that team. Hey, but check it, we gotta go, man. Let me see you tomorrow, fam. All right.
All right, Ronbo. I love you, Ronbo.
I love you too, fam.
You need to holler, huh?
I said, I love you too.
I love you too, Ronbo.
It's a love fest.
Ronbo. I love you, Ronbo. Tell MC9 I said,
I believe you. Oh, you heard he's got that phone. Yes.
Ronbo, I've been waiting ever since, last year. Like, you know what I'm saying?
he'll get there.
I earned the right to talk to MC9 or hear a shout out. Cause Ronbo, you holding the fork down. It's almost preseason time. And MC9, we got to hear something.
I'm gonna make sure he definitely addresses you in our next meeting too. All right, I'm gonna go, man. I'll see you tomorrow.
All right, love you, Ronbo.
Yeah.
Love you, Ronbo. Love the Niner Empire. I'm out. I'm out, Ronbo.
He's got style. All right, hey, 49ers for life. He says, I'm ready to see that first preseason smackdown of the 49ers or the Cowboys. Ah, man. But you know what? His thing is, we got some studs. Everybody can't wait to see the Cowboys. I can't imagine what they're gonna have. Alberto Bravo, what's up, Bravo? From 831. Yeah. And Pushpin 1. That's Pushpin 1 there. you gotta tell me if I'm right on that. Niners! Oh! Slacks! El Rambo! Niners! Is it Ty Plumrito? Is that Ty Plumrito? Or could it be Ty Plumrito? Kendrick Bourne going to be the wide receiver 1 eventually. Can you imagine? Everything's been said about Kendrick. He also emerges. Brian Colby has a question. He says, we definitely want Ronbo 49ers t-shirts. You need men's, women, and children who want 3. You guys, they call family, man. You guys are too sweet. Hey, Sourdough Nicolum. Is that right? Sourdough Nicolum. He says, my boy Kittle about to ball out this year, and you can see it coming, too. Mr. Lucas 49, have you watched Goodwin SD? Yeah, I have watched that channel. I caught him with the cooking thing last week, actually. They're fun. Patrick Cotton, yeah, I think McKinnon was not overpaid. He's going to earn that contract and more. I agree. You know, every year we cry about guys getting paid, but we thought that last year that Juice got overpaid. Look what that ended up making. Well, no, he didn't. T Money Sacktown says, hey, it's awesome seeing you today, man. Hope you had a fantastic week. Yeah, thanks, Phil. I hope you did too, T Money. He says, J Ron, yo, Ronbo, this is off season. Flew by because of you. Ah, shucks. I know, I probably get overpumped about it, but I'm glad you guys joined in on it, man. It's crazy, man. And this year's preseason, this is going to be one of the best preseasons we've seen in a long time. I mean, I got my offense already set up. I got Bourne. I got Pettis on the side. I got CJ back there with Mullen pushing him. My running backs, I got about 3 from the Formula One squad. Oh, man, it's going to be just really ridiculous. My offensive line. One more thing. Did you see that big dude in that picture with the guy standing in the weight room with the chains around him and everything? That dude up in front, J.P. Flynn, they signed him. We got a motorcycle gang out there guarding Jimmy Suit. Hey, Brian, we caught him. Brian, was that H2O or was that a vintage mix of H2O and possibly something else?
No, that was a bit of water. Yeah, no. It's a bit early in the day to be drinking here, Ronbo.
Look at that scene behind him, though. You would never tell, Brian. You got a palm tree behind you, bright blue skies. So,
it's a beautiful day here, mate.
Oh, that's gorgeous. Look at that. Man. Now, Brian, are you in your home? Because I know you're all over the area. Are you? What part of Australia are you in?
I'm at home today, mate. So, flew back yesterday. So
check
back
out
for 5 days, and then I'll take off again back to work.
Check out what Brian's home is. That's outside his house. Palm trees, lakes. I mean, come on, Brian, you're killing us here.
Here you go. Have a look over there.
Look at this. That's beautiful.
No, it's nice and relaxing, mate. I work pretty hard, so I don't.
You deserve that.
Just relax, listen to you guys. Yeah.
Well, Brian, as you know, we're going crazy over some of the things that are going on in preseason. Now, they haven't put on the pads yet, so we hopefully we're not overreacting. But the running backs, I mean, the preseason games this year are going to be ridiculously entertaining. It's like I said, I want the starters to come out there for a couple minutes and please sit down. We know what you're about. Now put those studs out that have been drafted over the last 2 years trying to make the team. Woo, man!
Yeah, it's really exciting, isn't it? I've been watching some snippets of it the last couple of days, and I tell you what, Ronbo, they all look very fit. They all even McGlinchey when he went into the crowd and he came back and he jumped over that rope that they had separating the crowd.
Don't you see that?
Yeah, all the big guys I took, because I'm a big guy myself, so I tend to take notice of the big guys, and they're looking very, very, very fit, nimble, and sharp, and
quick.
But the competition for the running back spot, so it's good to see Joe Williams get a mention today, and also Breida as well. So look, that competition's just going to be so fierce. Whoever misses out there's might be a touch unlucky, I think. But yeah, that's what we need. We need competition on all levels, and it looks like we're getting it. The thing I have noticed that been mentioning CJ a bit, and I watched a couple of his deep throws. That throw he split. I think he hit the young guy, the 7th round pick. Split 2 defenders. That was
Richie
perfect.
James. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you
see that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. And he did a couple. Like, yeah, he seems like he's come on a step, which is really good. And just listening to Shanahan's interview today, he's saying that he's starting to process things a bit quicker, which is probably the thing that he needed to improve on. And it's just good to see that he's progressing well, because we need a good backup. I mean, if we're going to be successful, we need good depth and good backup across all lines. So.
Especially a quarterback. Gotta be.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. But who else was there? Oh, D-Buck, he was good. Just him and Ruben were doing D-Buck and Ruben things again, which was really good. And Alan Burbridge, he made a couple of good plays too.
I forgot to mention him.
Don't sleep on him either.
Yes. Now they say it's between him and possibly Richie James. It's funny. These are writer perspectives, so I don't know what it may not be anywhere near accurate. But that was interesting that they mentioned Burbridge versus James.
Yeah, well, he made a couple of big plays today, apparently. So yeah, don't sleep on him either. Like he was a bit injured and had a bit of a slow start, but he's 12 months older and a bit fitter, and everyone needs to take their opportunities next week when the pads come on, because it's going to be pretty fierce, I think. And it'll be just interesting to see the temperament of the team. Like, they've got big crowds out there at the moment, and it's all a bit of a love fest. But we get the pads on, and there's spots up for competition. We'll just see how long that lasts. But that's what we need,
Absolutely.
But it is very, very exciting. Yeah.
And did you? I noticed no one's mentioned it yet, so I got to go ahead and mention it. Eric Armstead, they said he was quick stepping off that defensive line today as well. I just thought I'd throw that in there. Because everybody's tired of my boy Eric. This is Eric. Let's go, Eric.
He'll be fine, mate. He just needs a decent run at it. Like, he hasn't had much luck, and comes down an opportunity, and he's probably in a situation where he needs to take that opportunity. I think they've got good faith in him and all the rest of it, but he's had a bit of a bad run with luck. But he's got to put that behind him, and he's just got to take the opportunity, because again, every line has got so much competition that if you're 5 or 10% off, you're just not gonna. You're going to be cut out of it. So
the
opportunities are there for everyone. They just need to put their best foot forward.
It's like Kyle says, there's going to be some good football players who are going to be leaving this team, and they're going to thrive on other teams. But then we like having that problem as opposed to not having that problem. So
that's exactly right. It's a good problem to have.
Yeah.
If it takes you 2 days to try and cut one bloke because you can't make up your mind, that's a good position to be in. Yeah. And I mean, that's the difference between this year and the previous 3 years that I've been watching the 49ers. There's been guys that have been making the team by default.
Yeah,
and that's just not going to happen this year, which is really, really good.
Yeah, it really is, and you're right.
Who's the player that you're really, really keen to see in the first practice game?
And I got it. You know how we have a situation going on with the edge rush, and I was reading about Ronnie Blair yesterday, and I says, you know what, Blair, it's like Grant Cohen. I know you don't pay any attention to Grant Cohen, but I've been looking at some footage of Blair for a long time. He comes off, he has a lot of moves. This is what's good with a big man. He's got to have moves. You don't get into that confrontation with that offensive lineman if you don't have to. Get around him. And because you haven't got a lot of time to be dancing around with him anyway. So if they can get around him, and Blair has that kind of talent, I want him to take a look at Ronnie coming off the edge. So I want to keep an eye on him during preseason as well. But
that's a good call. Atauchu is the guy I really want to see.
Him too.
Because something, because I mean, obviously, probably that's our weakness at the moment. So, but this kid was, well thought of in the draft, and again, he had a bit of a bad run with injuries, and then he ended up in a team with 2 probably what you call premium pass rushers. So he was But I'm really, really, because that's our biggest weakness possibly, I'm really keen to see what he can do. And Tamapino as well. So
there's another guy. Tom Lupino. Because that guy's got quickness. So we got about 4 guys. Cassius Marsh, I understand he did a good job today as well. Atachu, they both did a good job today.
I'm a bit of a fan of his,
Yeah. So I can't wait to see what's coming up. That's why I say preseason games this year are going to be really fun to watch. Like last year, like you said, some of the guys that made the team by default because the other guys were so bad that this guy is not that good, but he's better than what we have. So, not this year.
No, looking forward to it. I'll let you go, but just before I do go, I'll just shout out to the guys. Razor, Kenny's a crack up, mate. He should have his own TV show.
Every time he puts that helmet on.
Yeah, I know. And Yamin's always excellent, but all the guys in the Nighthawk club. Yeah. And just a little message for Nighthawk. If you're going to send a message, mate, try not to do it at 3 o'clock in the morning.
I guess he couldn't sleep. Nighthawk sleeps at weird times. He probably woke up all of a sudden.
It's just a time difference. The other night he sent a message through to the group, and it was 3 in the morning, and I woke up and I thought it was my alarm going off, and I thought I was trying to go to work. And all right, have a good day. Keep up the good work. Enjoy your show as always. And
thanks, Brad.
Good day to everyone.
Hey,
have a good day.
And great day for you coming up too. All right, Brad. Have a great one. All right, bye-bye. And Curious Me, I noticed here he says, Curious Me has a poem. Roses are red, violets are now gold. Oh, poor Rudy, as you were told. With our 49er Empire, is that, I want to pronounce that. With our 49er Empire sass, come October 21st at 5:20 p.m., the 49ers is going to cook that fat Rams ass. Excuse me. I like that, man. The poet didn't even know it. Yes. Thank you, too, fam. All right, let's go. Hey, James, come on in. James. Huh? Oh. Let me go down there. No, that ain't more. Wait, hold on, James. Anthony Baker. Ronbo. He said, hey, what's up, bro? From your guy in Memphis. In Memphis 10, go Niners! Memphis! Yeah! Squeaky Clean, Niner Empire, what's up? Squeaky Clean. Let me get that little noise. Hey, Guillermo Razos, Niners sickness defense is flying. And Victor Bluefire. McKinnon looks slow in Minnesota, but will be very fast with us. McKinnon looks slow in Minnesota? That's the guy that ran coast to coast on us? He wasn't running slow that day. Hey, Omar Nighthawk! Hey, everybody! And Silvio Heem said, what's up? Riverside 49ers shout out. Reuben Foster going to be D-POY this year. Watch even with the 2 games he's sitting out, but he had 30 tackles in 3 games. I'll get into that later. We got to move faster. Jeff Tant, Solomon Thomas, and Cassius Marsh are going to provide the stunting, and the Deforest Buckner will get home. I like that, Jeff. Good thinking. Because you know he's got that set of stuff on his mind. Patrick Cotham, I talked to a co-worker today, and he's a diehard Raiders. Yuck. He's a diehard Raiders fan, and he was praising Reuben Foster today. Ooh. Now that's respect. It's Go Hard, most excited second-year player to watch AC. You know, could be. All right. Hey, James, come on in here, James. James?
Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah. Loud and clear.
Hey, how you doing, bro?
James, I'm sitting here ruminating over everything that's going on in this last 48 hours, man. I'm just loving what I'm hearing, and they're progressing. I was a little concerned about the offense yesterday, but I said to myself, come on, man. Them dudes were on vacation for a whole month. They couldn't expect to come in exploding in the first day. And today they came alive a little more, as you suspected. They'll be fine. A lot of names we didn't hear. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah. They, I tell you, I kind of, I went and watched some old college footage of this receiver, Stephen Dunbar.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm going to tell you something, man. You know, we wanted a big receiver. We don't have a super big one, but at 6'3", it's not just the height, but it's the power, the way this guy is prowess against cornerbacks in college. I mean, it's like he just 50-50 balls with him in the red zone, in the end zone, just loft it up to him, and he's going up so high to get it. Dominating over cornerbacks and stuff like that, and linebackers and safeties. It leads me to believe that I believe this is a player that's going to have a lot of upside, man. And it's so much that Kyle Shanahan is putting together in this offense. I think it's going to be a lot of teams that we will play will actually realize that, hey, man, whatever game plan we talked about the last 2 days about playing these guys, we got to find a quick answer, because guess what? We're losing the battle in like the first quarter or possibly the first half. Okay, with Garoppolo dialing it up, and you got these young, hungry, athletic, super versatile players that, no, they're not all number one draft picks and all that, and got all the big accolades that go away with a top draft pick, but they are players that are good at their position. And just like you and the other guy, Brian, there, big shout out to him too, and Yao Ming, and he was saying, about the players that we have, and even with Kyle Shanahan, you told him that Shanahan had even said there's going to be some players let go that are really good players right now, that are right now in training camp. And I'm gonna tell you something. I'm really glad to hear of Joe Williams stepping it up, because I believe Joe Williams is out to prove a point, to say, listen, man, I was handpicked by Shanahan. Ain't nobody, okay, McKinnon, yeah, you got the money. You're a super great player, but you can believe one thing. We're gonna put it all out there, and nobody is overlooking me. And I think he may have that attitude where, even as fast as Matt Breida is, man, it's a possibility he may leapfrog Breida. Okay, if he shows up from the things we're hearing right now in training camp, him holding the ball, him just being that powerful guy, and I know they just put the pads on them all, but it's so much upside in this team right now, man, with these younger drafted and undrafted players. I mean, like, I haven't heard much about Garcon yet.
I know that kind of worries me too.
That worries me too.
Anything about Garcon?
Listen, that neck situation is a scary thing, because you can have one vertebrae, and that vertebrae moves in the spinal column, going from the spinal column into the back of the brain, and you could be paralyzed for the rest of your life, man. That's why
James, I just want to, here's a little snippet from Joe Fann's Twitter. I see here, it says, lots of concern about the Jimmy Garoppolo to Pierre Garcon connection. It hasn't really gotten off the ground just yet, but it's far too early to start worrying. That's the feeling right now. But I'm
he's a reporter, and sometimes
they have to be nice.
Their way of reporting is being nice, but I'm being realistic. Okay, you're the number one. You're basically the number one receiver on that team from last year until you got injured. And you're a part of them going forward for this 2018 year, and you haven't even been in training camp yet. So Joe Fan can...
He is, actually. That's the scary thing. Why he's
that's
there.
The scary, yeah. You're not even...
Yeah.
You're not even in training camp. I mean, doing basically... physical drills to get you like acclimated into being ready to put on the pads and come on the field, running your routes consistently, knowing that those little minor things are things that you brought them to the top of your game because you worked out and you ran those patterns, and you and the quarterback got a timing thing down pat, and you're ready to go. But now you've got all these younger players that are starting to step up. This guy, Pettis, and Richie James, and then this guy. then to look and they get today's report that so far Dunbar has been running with the first team.
Yeah.
Stephen Dunbar has been out there with the first team offense. So that's telling me that they're looking at seeing, progression going forward with this guy. And Pierre Garçon hasn't made it even in the training camp yet. And believe me, they'll be playing preseason football when I think it's August the 9th, ain't it?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the first one against the Dallas Cowboys.
That's Thursday from a week from now. From this coming Thursday.
There's one thing, though, James. It could be that Garçon and Jimmy G aren't getting loose in front of the reporters. I think a lot of times they mask a few things for the reporters because Garçon is like the lead weapon as far as. And
that's what I'm talking about.
Goodwin's next. I don't believe Garçon is. We'll see.
Well, I can say this much. From what I see in that tape in Stephen Dunbar, and I really looked at it closely.
Yeah.
He's like a cloning of a young Des Bryant, okay? And also has the ability, the leaping ability that would make you think that he was Plexico Burress, man.
Yeah, no, I was watching him when he first came in, and watched him his college tape too. Yeah, he's a strong guy. I just wonder because I noticed he's on the ground all the time. He makes the plays, but he's always in the dirt. I want to see him hit the ground after one of them catches and start jamming. Because right in that aspect, Kendrick Bourne, who's 6'1", would probably beat him out as far as Shanahan looking for, because Kendrick's route running is going to be superior. You know what, though? These are things that have got to be determined after they put the pads on. We're going to see. But, James,
and one thing for sure.
One more thing.
I got to go. Yeah. I got a feeling if Joe Williams continues to progress and progress as well in the preseason, I think Raheem Mostert, he can pack up his locker supplies because he might be on the way out the door, because if Aaron Burbridge can stay healthy, Aaron Burbridge is just as good of a special team player.
He's doing well
right now. He is the best on the team. Love what you do, Ronbo. Glad that we got a representative like you that's bringing us all the news we need to hear all year long. I've never actually been happier about football than when I found out about your show. Niner Empire, Niner for Life. Big shout out to everybody. All the locals that are forever on the show, they know who they are. Hey. And this is our year, man. Enjoy your night, man. Thank you for having me.
James. Appreciate you, James. See you tomorrow. All right.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Everybody's got their star. Now, we don't know who Big Show loves, because Big Show only exposes who he doesn't love, and normally it's whomever I love. Show. I know. I see what you're doing, Show. Get you. Eric Armstead's going to be a star, as is Kendrick Bourne. I want my jersey. Good investment show. Hey, Jeff Terrence says, I'm having some fried. Oh, I like fried bananas. Hey, if you never had fried bananas, man. Hey, Niner Inc. Niners! What's up, Ronbo? And Niner Inc., man, we ain't seen you in a long time. See, he comes back, he stays with us for a little while, and then after his son gets into Pop Warner football, and he has to take off for a while. Hey, Robert Johnson, what's up? Checking in with the Niner Empire all the way from Dallas. Oh, Robert, good to see you. Tony Montana, otherwise known as Lee, says Richard James for Rookie Offensive Player of Training Camp. Fred Warner for defense. There's a big possibility that could be right. Squeaky Clean says that number 80 show looking good. Hey, thanks, fam. You know, man. Rice and some beans. A little bit of guacamole. If I ever see Jerry, I'm going to do that to him, too. Hey, 49ers and Rockets. Ryder. San Francisco to Tyler, Texas. Hey, it's all love. Niner Empire. Yeah, I love it to hear about Texas being 49er fans. Tony Montana says Breida and Jet both have good burst accelerations. Williams has that too. Indy ran 10.3 in high school. You know, as I'm saying, there is no slowness in that running back crew. Every last dude can just move ass. If you put Breida, McKinnon, and Williams and Mostert in a relay team, 400 meters, they could be world class. Let me go in there. Oh. Hey, Hey, Felix.
What's going on, man?
Oh, Felix, man, what's
How you
sitting back
doing?
here? I'm doing all right, man. I've been tripping over the 49ers and working out and looking good. Certain guys making spotlight. It's just looking forward to so much. Man.
Yeah. I was listening to your last caller and him rambling on. Look, Pierre Garçon is a veteran, okay?
True.
He'll be okay. And of course, McKinnon, right? He hasn't caught on. Shanahan has a very complicated playbook. So Matt Breida, of course, he knows the plays. He was there last year. So he's comfortable with the playbook. So just getting the new guys acclimated and stuff. But I'm going to tell you something. My prediction, I think Marquise Goodwin's going to be a Pro Bowler this year.
Ooh, sound like me.
Because you know who he reminds me of? He reminds me of a Steve Smith, but perhaps not as big, but he's faster.
Way faster.
He is. You can use him, and he has so much. If you get him in the open field, he can be so dangerous. He can be so dangerous. And when Shanahan first came, that was one of his guys as far as receivers that he picked. Now he was in Buffalo. Right. Buffalo ain't got nothing going on, so he has a chance. Yeah. Especially with a quarterback, he has Garoppolo. So him and Garoppolo, they see eye to eye.
Apparently,
they see eye to eye. So apparently
locked in. They got a link going there. There's something going on there that goes beyond just calling plays, man. Them guys are on some kind of a wavelength.
Yeah, and like I said, Pierre Garçon was hurt, so he really didn't get to play with Garoppolo. So Goodwin probably is gonna be further ahead. Now I'm not saying Garçon is not going to catch on, but I think that Goodwin, I think he's going to be a Pro Bowler this year, man. This is something tells me he's going to be a Pro Bowler. Because he's in the perfect offense and he has a perfect quarterback.
And for him, exactly.
And I think I think eventually everybody else will learn the playbook and fall in line. And I'm not really worried about Pierre Garçon. He's a veteran. He's been around the league for 10 years. He's a veteran. He'll catch on. So, and I think we need to just focus on getting some of these new guys, some of these rookies, acclimated with the play scheme or whatever. Yes.
Hey, but Felix, you make me think when you say that. Now I'm going to be worried about defenses finally figuring out over-respected Goodwin, and they start to try to figure out a scheme to hold him down. Does there exist a scheme to hold down a man that can move that quick? The only thing you can do is play off of him, and make sure to keep him contained within a certain area, because if he gets behind you, you're dead. If you try to run route with him, you're dead. Right. You got a certain amount of things, but you can bring the safety up as soon as you see play. You got to read that defense, though. I mean, read the offense real quick. We're going to see Goodwin. They're going to treat him differently this year. I know that. But let's see how he handles it.
You can use him in so many. You can use him in so many plays. And I think Shanahan is going to do. I think Shanahan has got a lot of plays for him to get him in open field, maybe reverses or whatever, maybe flea flickers. I don't know, but you got to respect his speed. He's probably the fastest man in the NFL. Like I said, he really hadn't been able to show his talent being in freaking Buffalo. You know what I'm saying? So
no creativity in the offensive system.
Huh. So like I said, you have a great offensive mind, and like I said, me being here in Atlanta and what he did with the Falcons as far as because he likes speedy, he likes speed, he likes speedy receivers. And that's his thing. And like I said, I think we'd be fine. And he likes the running back to catch the ball out the backfield, which McKinnon was doing in Minnesota anyway. So I'm not, like I said, it's just practice. Like Alvin said, just practice. You know what I'm saying? We talk about practice. So it's just practice. You know what I'm saying, Ronbo?
But if we ever remember Allen Iverson for one thing for the rest of eternity was that one day that he melted down in front of the camp. Man, we talk about practice. Practice.
We're talking about practice, man. Practice. So it's in actuality, I'm a little bit more. I think the offense is off to a slower start than the defense. But I think that I think our defense is going to be outstanding. Actually, I really do. I'm excited about the defense, and I'm excited about Witherspoon and Colbert. Yeah. And we got Richard Sherman. So I think our defense is good. But Fred Warner. Yeah. So but I really do want to see who's going to excel at getting pressure to the quarterback with our sacks. Is it going to be? Okay. Is it going to be?
Name it. Who's it going to be? That's going to be the toughest question we could ask anybody. Who's going to be the guy? You got to make a guess. Go ahead, Felix. Who are you going to commit to?
Okay, Ronbo. Now I was wrong last week about Julio. So, but I mean, Jordan was 9 for 27. Every once in a while, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm going to say Marsh.
Cassius. All right.
Yes. Right. I'm going to say him. And I may be wrong, but something about him, and something that John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan sees in him. Mm-hmm. And, it's not a really whole lot of film, a whole lot of highlights on him. But they had to have something about him to give him an extension. As a matter of fact, the limited time he played last year, he did really well. So
Cassius Marsh, right? Dude's got a lot of dog in him, for one thing. Cassius is vicious. You need that level of mentality to be coming off the edge, right? I really think so. So that's a good guess.
Yeah. And if we still having trouble with the pass rush, the next year has a better priority, either somebody for agency or in the draft. But I'm confident. I can't wait till August 11th we play the Cowboys.
Nice.
It's just to see some football on TV. I'm sick of the baseball. I'm sick of freaking golf. I'm sick of the freaking tennis. I want to see some football.
Golf is good. You can lay down on the sofa. You get that PBA action, too. Lay down on the sofa, get comfortable, just click down on that puppy, and just nod right on into a depth. I mean, I'm talking, I go into a coma.
Put me to sleep. Right, right. After I have my crown and my coat, I'm going to sleep.
Go.
Yeah, right.
Or get one of them good pitchers duels on TV, where both pitchers ain't giving up shit,
Yeah. Well, I haven't, man, for the most part, I haven't even. I think I just paid my cable bill last week. It was off for 2 months, but I ain't been watching TV. But it's about that time again. So
there you go.
I'm ready to see some football.
Yeah. August 9th, by the way. You said 11th, August 9th. Felix, we're gonna go. I'll look for you tomorrow, man.
All right, man. Well, you hold it down there, brother. You take care.
Appreciate it, Felix. Have a good night.
All right. Bye-bye.
And there he is, checking in. It looks like, and he's wearing a Lakers shirt. That's a classic Lakers shirt, too. Nighthawk!
What's going on, man?
Nighthawk, man. I'm telling you, we're sitting there watching all the drama unfold in camp, man. Some names are coming up that we didn't hear last year, like Burbridge is looking good today. Joe Williams had a nice day today. Eric Armstead had a decent day today. I like to bother people, but Eric Armstead. Who else did well today that was kind of came out of nowhere?
Well, I didn't watch the preseason, so I'm not the training camp. I didn't see the training camp. I haven't seen it yet.
There's film out now, just little clips. All you get is reports. Or else you got to go out and watch them out of Levi's. But otherwise, we're just going by what we heard. And, coming together as planned. And Shanahan, as good as the offense looked today, he said they didn't do shit. He said, you know what? I didn't like today. I liked yesterday better than today. I like Shanahan. Shanahan puts that bar way up there. You guys got to meet this bar. If you're hanging around down here, everybody else loves you. I don't. Yeah. Get him, go!
They're going to do it.
Yeah.
They might shock everybody.
Tell you. They won't shock a few people. Some people think I'm going 19. Some people say they're going 19-0, Nighthawk. 19-0. I don't know if I can handle it. 19-0. Somebody said they was going to go 19-0. I don't believe it. They did. Damn.
If they can make them know, I'll be shocked.
Whew. But, Nighthawk, they can't go 19-0. You know why? Because if they go 19-0, they'll be so laid back that next year, boy, they probably win 5 games. They would say, man, we got bored, man, because last year was so easy, man. We just came out here and took it easy because we thought we was too good. got an ass beat every week, but, you know, we'll be back next year. Oh, man. But hey, what do you think of tonight, Nighthawk?
Well, I'm thinking that it's going to see, I'm not a big preseason person. I like the regular season.
Yeah. It'll be good, too. But this year, Nighthawk, know this. Your preseason games this year has got a lot of dudes. We ain't got no sorry dudes that are not trying to make the team. This year, we're going to lose some good football players, Nighthawk. Look at my.
We're going to have to, I mean, we can't keep obviously keep everybody.
I know, right? Be nice. And this way you get injuries, you got no problem. But Nighthawk, look at my starting second unit. I got C.J. Beathard, the quarterback. Next to him, I got let me go ahead and put Joe Williams and Raheem Mostert standing next to each other, rolling, right? And now I got my wide receivers. I got Kendrick Bourne, Dante Pettis on the edges. I got Richie James coming up the slot. Ooh, man. All of them got skills. Ain't not one of them dudes ain't got skills. I'm talking skills that can make it on another team. But this team, them boys going to have to work hard.
Yeah, but you know what? I was thinking keep everybody.
We can't. That's the problem. You got to be. You
I know,
can't make no mistakes.
Somebody.
I know. And they're going right to Seattle.
Yeah.
As soon as they get there, you know, Pete Carroll's going to take them out to dinner. Let me take you out to dinner. Huh? Yeah, no, I welcome all the guys in from San Francisco, take them out to dinner. As soon as they get to dinner, Nighthawk, you know what he's going to say? All right, you run the offensive unit, so what can you tell me about what they're doing in camp? Oh, Pete, I wish TMZ would bust in on Pete Carroll here now, picking one of the ex-49ers for information on Kyle Shanahan's offense. Oh, that's the only reason why I pulled him in there. See, that's what I'm looking. It's going to happen because Kyle's offense is tough, Nighthawk. You got to do whatever you can do. Beat your ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. But hopefully they won't send nothing to the. Hopefully, if they do go to Seattle, they won't send nothing.
You know they will if they know enough. If they understand enough. I always wonder, can they come in? Because Kyle Shanahan's offense is kind of tough. Can they come in and actually explain step by step the process of what Kyle Shanahan's playbook is? I don't think so. Not that quick. It takes a while to learn it.
Yeah.
But I am worried, though. So, we'll see.
I don't know. I might see the first preseason game. When they start?
August 9th. Dallas Cowboys preseason, August 9th, versus us. The Niners!
Okay. We're going to see.
I don't know if that's going to be televised, but you might still, I sent you some ways to watch those games. So maybe you can check that out, Nighthawk. We'll see what you think about it after that. Yeah.
Yeah, but Vikings, I think we're going to beat the Vikings.
I hope so. Boom. Richie James in the flat. He's gone. Now, anything else? I'm going to go ahead and see you tomorrow.
Okay, I'm out.
Yeah.
Go Niners.
Yeah. The Nighthawk. Nighthawk is the motivation behind the Nighthawk fan club. Hawk! Yeah. Go Hard says, I can't wait to see the squad coming out of the tunnel with that gigantic boombox bumping. I don't go out. Everybody running outside, helmet on. Jimmy G comes running out. No helmet on, of course. Teeth. Jimmy D, you'll see teeth for days. Jimmy D coming out. Jimmy, dude kills me, man. I'm becoming a huge G fan for more reasons just as football. Man, it's hilarious. Jason Walker, what up, fam? Cindy says, we do really appreciate. Thanks, Cynthia. So me the money says all our running backs can fly. All of them. We don't have any slow running backs this year. Dolan Knight, I'm just here to hit that like. Dolan Knight! Thank you, fam. He says, I'll be back when preseason starts. It is great. When Dolan Knight comes and just hit that like and goes back. He'll see us later. Dennis Kidder says, I believe, he has a question. He says, I believe we will have the fastest offense and highest scoring offense this year. Do you agree? I really do. I've always said that. I said, there's going to be some routes this year. And Jamel C. Fagan Senior, Ronbo, have you ever considered using your war cry as a ringtone? Or as an alarm clock? Of course, that would make people mad. Can you see yourself sitting there? Niners! You'd grow to hate me. I think I'm going to get it set up. Barry Allen says, why does NFL Network make such a big deal about going to practice in a helicopter? Or AB? Going to happen? Did he? I wish I could see that. I don't know why they would do that, though. Niner Signet says, tomorrow. Oh, hey, Renzo. Hey, Rumble, will defense or offense be the leader of this team? Oh, good question. Because I keep wondering, will that defense suddenly emerge? Because we talk about the offense the whole time. Also, the defense is the means. I mean, they go out there and just grind teams up. Niner Signets, tomorrow we'll see who's really real. You're right, bro. You're right. Ray Colon says, how is McKinnon? Look at Ray. McKinnon was holding a clinic yesterday. He may have let set back and let Matt Breida take over today, but boy, is him and Joe Williams, Matt Breida and Joe Williams show today. Dimitri Tyler says, Richie James gets faster with pads on. Ooh. And the boy's already quick. And Curious Brother Ronbo could not do the 49er cast without y'all. That's teamwork. That's true. Boy. Is it? By the way, DeMille's birthday is coming up soon. And DeMille has listed all the famous people that have a birthday in August. DeMille, I remember DeMille. I know that Barack Obama, Michael Jackson. Wait a minute. There's a third party involved that is very famous. DeMille, who is that third party that's born? Well, you should be on that list of people, too. DeMille, who was that person?
That third person is a former 49ers player, Deion Sanders.
Oh, that's right. Prime time. Yep. He was at the end. That's right.
Yep.
Well, there you go.
He's got a birthday in August, so, feels good to be have a birthday month with those iconic people, so that's pretty cool.
Tell you, we're making you an iconic person too, DeMille. I mean, come on. You're down there rolling around the Crimson Tide and running around there telling people in the neighborhood, in the community of the Crimson Tide, man, y'all overrating Bama, okay?
Yeah.
Real, blah, blah, blah.
Real true. Hey, Ronbo, I got to tell you a funny story real quick before I get into what I was going to say about, you had just mentioned a few moments ago about setting up a ringtone of your Niners holler on the phone. I got to tell you this story. I never told you this. So a lot of times when I'm listening to you, I'm in my den watching you on YouTube, and sometimes, it'll get later. Or if I'm not even on YouTube, I might be, listening to you on my phone and I might fall asleep. Ronbo, let me tell you something. When you sign off and you go, Niner, man, let me tell you, many times I woke up. Man, that is like the best alarm you can have, man. Oh, I ain't gonna lie. It's been many times I've woke up out of my sleep and it's like, I had to calm down for a second,
This guy think if I was living at home with moms, if I was doing that, she'd come in. Boy, what's wrong with you? All that noise in here. You need to go outside if you can't do no better than that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yep. But yeah. But Ronbo, getting down to business, man. I mean, like everybody else, man, I'm real excited about this season. It's just, and like one of the other callers said, it's just a blessing to have you to keep us through this time, because normally the off season is slow and boring, but you really kept it interesting for us.
Thanks to Bill, man.
Seriously, I mean, so that means a lot. But now that we're into training camp, I got high expectations for a lot of players, including this guy, Jersey back here, Solomon Thomas. I got his jersey in his rookie year. actually, and that wasn't by accident because, he's from Stanford and I couldn't get his jersey while he was a Stanford player. So I was like, well, you know what? That's the next best thing. Now he's with the 49ers, so I can get his Niners jersey. But I'm really expecting big things from him. I'm hoping Joshua Garnett will take advantage of what's going on with Jonathan Cooper. And, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Those are two guys
you're right, too,
that I'm personally looking forward to.
And like you say, that taking advantage of that time. So Joshua comes in and makes a really good, solid showing. Then, but they paid Jonathan a lot of money. I don't know whether they'll make sure that Jonathan remains as backup or let Joshua just stay on out there. Well, we'll see. He's got to get out there and really assert himself. They're saying Person is his competition, though, which I really wonder. I can't wait to see these guys in action.
Yeah. And, the thing about Jonathan Cooper, I know that's been his thing, is the injury. So, I actually want to see what he looks like. I want Joshua Garnett to win the job, but I also want to see how Cooper looks as well.
He's a good player. But his luck. Yeah. Did you read the history of his injuries? I
heard about
strange.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Always in training camp. So it's best he skipped training camp anyway.
God. Yeah. And I'll tell you something else. Another guy, I'm really intrigued by, I really want to see how Shanahan uses him on offense is Jerick McKinnon. I'm really looking forward to seeing how he's used, because I've heard, some people on the show say, well, he's probably better in space than just running straight through guys, but he's got that shiftiness, that'll really get him away from a lot of defenders. I think, I think that's going to make a difference.
Yeah.
Kind of like the play-by-play you did a while back, where you kind of broke it down. Quarterback hikes the ball, gives it to McKinnon. Next thing you know, touchdown 49ers.
Because the Bill. One thing about McKinnon is he doesn't hesitate. He's got quick processing ability. That a running back has. If you see a crease, don't think about it. Because Carlos just have to think about. Carlos see that hole, but he doesn't make a move. Carlos is like looking for a second hole to form. I don't know what he's doing. But McKinnon sees a crease, he's gone. If he gets past that first tackler, that's 15 yards, almost minimum. Because it's going to take a while to bring him down. That's what I like about that kind of speed. And especially on the zone stretch, there'll be several creases. You got to commit to one of them, make up your mind, plant the foot, and go. He's got ability to cut back as well, and he's got enough speed to be able to do that. See, that's why this dude is going to be really exciting. And with Kyle Shanahan, you know how him and Bobby Turner, I don't know what they be doing to these running backs, but they never look the same again. So,
And last point I'm going to make before I get out of here is Marquise Goodwin. I'm really looking forward to him. I'm looking forward to him building on what he did last year. I really think this could be a breakout year for him. Huge. Last year was kind of a breakout year, but I think he could really build on that and turn it into something special. I really believe that. So I'm actually going to get his jersey. I wanted to get it last year, but I didn't get a chance to, but I'm going to get his jersey this year.
I think it's time. I think that jersey's going to start selling hot this year. I really do, DeMille.
Yeah. And I will be at the Rams at 49ers game October 21st. So I'll be there for that.
Man, that could be the night. And if you see a dude being by guards escorting a dude out the game, let me go, man. And you know what? Hey, you tell those guys to keep on saying same old sorry ass Rams to kiss my beep.
That's right.
That'll be Rudy.
Yes, Yep. And and Ronbo, that's a Sunday night game too, by the way. So that's in prime time. That's gonna be great, man. Yes, sir.
That game's gonna be crazy good. I ain't gonna be able to. Man, that's gonna be a tough day to handle too. It's all day long. That's all you'll be able to think about. Man, it's getting close to time.
That's it.
It's close to time. It's time! Oh, first play from scrimmage. Marquise Goodwin goes. The 49ers are coming out firing right away. Goodwin is open. Goodwin is open. Oh, he's got a step. I'll tell you right now. Touchdown, 49ers. That's before Goodwin even gets to the goal line. Hey.
Goodwin's bad, man. That dude. I got nothing but respect for that dude, you know.
Especially, he explained the story during that press conference, man. That was gripping, wasn't it? Marquise, he's just pumped up. Man.
That's a good dude, Ronbo. That's a good dude. I mean, you know, he's humble, and, you know, he's got skill at the same time. I mean, he's a perfect 49er, you know.
He is, man.
Yeah.
He is. Well, DeMille, I'm going to tell you what, man. I'll be back tomorrow, man. Actually, the rest of the week, for that matter. I'll be looking for you.
All right.
Appreciate you getting in here.
All right,
Always.
Ronbo.
Yes,
sir. Shout out to the Niner Empire. Y'all have a good night.
You too, DeMille.
Right.
Hey. Hey, guys, on the chat, please say hello to Luke Walsh. And the reason is this. He says, someone please say hello to me. I'm lonesome and my foot hurts. Jeff Tan asking what happened to his foot. Thanks, Jeff. Good, Jeff. Good. Guys, please, if you're in the chat right now, say hi to Luke Wilson. Oh, God, man, y'all would be killing me. All right, let's go. Jason Walker says, I have so much respect for Goodwin just as a person. Great man and player. Tongan Man 78 says, what's up? Niners, go Niners, brick by brick. Niners faithful, I believe. Quest for 6, quest for 6. Jacob Lovett, future's bright. You know I know, fam. Hey, shoot 559. What up, y'all? And there's Luke Walsh. He says hello. Hey, Luke. Antonio Kidd was up, and Niner Empire. Jason Walker. Thanks, Jason. I'm not going to go through that whole sentence. It's just, you know. Anyway, Brother Hobbs L. There's an L, Brother Hobbs, but you didn't put the L at the end. He says, well, I share the same birthday, not month, with, oh, wait a minute, Bruce Lee, Jimi Hendrix. That's why I'm so cool. He says, great, but he's so cool. There's some kind of way out of here, said the Joker to the thief. And then you segue into Bruce. Then you're going to make a song combination of Jimi Hendrix and Bruce Lee. Hey, and Luke Walsh, Julian Taylor's my long shot. Hey, I like that dude, man. Keep an eye on Julian Taylor. I can't wait to see him. He'll be on a second team defense. Another dude what I'm talking about, when you watch the preseason games this year, guys like Taylor. Ooh. Patrick Cotham says, I have the same birthday with Kevin Garnett. And Kevin Garnett, you talk about the big ticket, Kevin Garnett, retired from the NBA? Must be. It's the same day, it's a different year. Luke Walsh, Julian Taylor's, oh yeah. Brandon Yarber, we're going to bleep the Vikings up, mark my words. I put $100 on week 1, not worried at all. And you know, the 49ers do like to come out smoking in that first game anyway. Last year was a little strange. That ain't going to happen. Ain't going to be no Hoyer out there this year. That's Jimmy G. Hey, is that hi, Tyler? Say hi to Luke Walsh. Hey, Tyler, you on the phone? It must be you. Tyler. Patrick Cotham.
Yo.
Patrick Cotham has no sympathy. He says hi. Oh, no, he does have. He says, Patrick Cotham says, hey, Luke, Patrick says my ankle is sore as well. Niners by nature prescribes veggies and protein.
Hey.
Hey, Tyler, please, before you do anything else, please say hello to Luke and that you hope his foot gets better, please.
Who's Luke? Skywalker?
Luke, maybe that's why I heard his feet walking on the sky. No, Luke is reported in the chat. He says hi. Nobody's talking to him because he feels lonesome about that. And then he mentions that his foot hurts. So I was hoping you would actually, give him a little love.
Wait, did you say Luke Wilson?
Yeah, what's Luke Walsh?
Oh, I thought you said Wilson, because I was about to say Luke Wilson plays for the Seahawks.
No, not that Luke Wilson. This is like a distant relative of the famous Bill Walsh.
All right. Well, I got something for you, so you want to hear this?
Yes, please. I'm sorry, Luke. I tried to.
This is something we have never seen before, all right?
Yeah.
Kyle Shanahan has quietly put together an offensive juggernaut, and, nobody else is expecting it. He quietly has put it together. He put together his image, and fans around the league don't see it yet.
Yeah, they will, though.
The way he has done it is unbelievable because it's quiet. It's very silent.
Oh, he's doing that for dramatic effect.
He silently put this offense together.
Oh, God damn it. I can always expect something special from you, can't I? Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah.
And we were talking about that before. People don't see what he's doing, but when they do realize what he did, Tyler, he could be setting a new standard for the NFL. Watch other teams, after next year's success, watch other teams try to copy what Shanahan does.
They could try, but it's not going to work because they don't have his system and they don't know how to call the plays like he does.
Going into the draft, getting small, quick guys.
When they talk about Talib and they talk about Peters, you really think Talib could stay with Marquise Goodwin? Come on now.
Not a prayer.
You're kidding me. He's going to get smoked. And then he's going to start running his mouth and holding in the flags that come out, and then he'll get ejected. And, And
they'll bring in the second string corner.
Kendrick Bourne is too, I don't want to say shifty, but he's got too many moves. And Talib ain't going to stay with him. I don't know about Marcus Peters. But I think Bourne would kind of expose them both. So,
what Marcus Peters does, and Shanahan can exploit it. Marcus Peters likes to overcommit. He's always going for the INT. He can be set up in so many ways. So they don't teach him to stop doing that. I can see Shanahan exploiting that.
Oh yeah, so, they're going to put Dante Pettis out wide, and he's going to hit him with a double move, and then on the fly, and then he's going to on the fly route, and he's going to be gone.
Or go ahead and put Trent Taylor out on the edge, and let's see if our boy Peters has any chance. And he's not going to INT him, and he's not going to be able to keep up. We got guys that you cannot keep up with their ability to separate. This is the secret of 49ers offense right now. You can't cover those guys. Can't do it.
And you know what? Jalen Ramsey and A.J. Boye, those boys. Jimmy had no time. So imagine if we're playing a team with two corners like that, except obviously, Ramsey and Boye are better than Talib and Peters, in my opinion.
Yeah,
so
I agree.
When you look at it, because, for one thing, they're younger, and they're a lot better than Talib right now because Talib's getting old. But that reminds me, actually. You remember when Sherman was talking to the press a few days ago? They're like, "You're kind of the older guy now." He goes, "Why you gotta say it like that, man?
Yeah.
It's veteran."
He's tired of hearing it. He's got to hear it from Adrian Colbert every day. He doesn't want to hear it in the press conference, too.
Yeah. And then you hear Adrian Colbert on his mic'd up video. He's like, "Uncle Sherm," and then what happened? What happened is that one dude, I forgot his name. James or what? His last name's James, and then he said, "The Uncle Shermanator," and then Adrian Colbert goes, "No." He goes, "I heard Tart say that. That ain't cool. I didn't appreciate that."
He's got to hear it all day, every day in practice. That's got to be ridiculous. They just can't stop.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe during the regular season though, we'll see. But it doesn't bother me. I think he thinks it's funny.
Yeah, and I said 12-4 and an opportunity to go deep. Well, they're gonna. I feel like because we beat the Jaguars last year, and people would say we weren't supposed to. So there are gonna be games that we weren't quote unquote supposed to win, but we will, and then there will be games that we weren't supposed to lose. We will. So
it always works that way. Always.
Yeah.
We lose to the Broncos.
Yeah, that's how the NFL works.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we ain't gonna lose to the Broncos. We're gonna beat the Broncos.
It's one of those teams where you're supposed to beat them and you don't. Because I don't see Case Keenum launching an offense.
We're going to sweep the division. We're going to sweep the division. Last year we would have swept the division if Jimmy had started the whole year. You better believe that.
I kind of believe that.
That's what I was trying to say yesterday.
Yeah.
I was trying to say because there were games that we obviously would have won if he was playing. Like against Seattle, 24-13, he came in a minute and scored a touchdown. So I feel we would have beat them. And then Arizona, 20-10, he would have scored more than 10, obviously. And and then the 5 straight by 3 points or less. I guarantee you there would have been plays made earlier in the game that would have kept it from being exactly that close. Hoyer got sacked because Aaron Donald was getting him. Jimmy would have got that ball off. He would have seen somebody. Plus, like there was 2 games last year. I get it, the call on Garcon against the Redskins. He was kind of pushing off. But Trent Taylor against the Rams, that was not a penalty. I asked my football coach, said, "Is this offensive pass interference?" He said, "Absolutely not."
If anything, it was on the defense. Did you see the defender? His hands were fully extended, as if he had shoved. Actually, his hands were extended. Yeah. Bourne dropped his shoulder. He bit the fake. He reached, and it was too late. His hands were fully extended. Bourne, that movie does so well. He drops his shoulder, and he shifts his body weight so quickly to go in the opposite direction. The defender was left there grabbing at air. So I said, that's so bad. Taylor had him totally
and you know
beat.
What? We almost always beat the Rams. That's why the Rams fans are coming after us now, because we're getting better. We're getting way, way better than we were, and they realize they beat us by 2 points simply because I love Robbie Gould. But he missed an extra point earlier in the game that cost us a game. So if he had made that, when we scored that touchdown, we could have tied it up.
Oh, yeah,
and then who knows? If that game would have went to overtime, which really I think it should have been game of the year, even though they gave it to the Patriots and Steelers. Yeah. I'm saying that should have been game of the year. But even if it had gone to overtime, like I said, that was one of the greatest games I've ever seen in my life.
And I remember the network said the same thing. I think NFL Network said that too. This is the game, like you said, but one of the best games of the week was definitely the 49ers versus Rams and that shootout they had on Thursday night.
You really think that if Jimmy wasn't people, like I said yesterday, the Colts would not have had a prayer if Jimmy was playing. Oh, the Redskins would not have had a prayer. Seattle, we would have scored a couple touchdowns. We would have beat Seattle at Seattle, no problem.
Hey, but Tyler, you know what you're leaving out, though? First of all, the offense would have been on the field a lot, and the defense wouldn't have had to give up that many points.
Exactly.
Because they proved that they don't do that. Yeah.
That's what they taught him in New England, is control the clock and you win the game. Control the clock and protect the ball, and you win the game. And he controls the clock. Like I said, there were about 3 or 4 of those games out of the 5 we lost by 3 points or less that would not have been – we would have won by at least a score or 2. So, like, if Jimmy was playing. Against the Rams, we would not have been down by 2 touchdowns for most of the game. Yeah. And then, he would have made some plays earlier on. Like when you look at it on the first play against the Rams, he would not have thrown a pick, obviously. And there were that pick that Hoyer threw against the Panthers to Kuechly. Oh. I watched that play. Jimmy knows how to throw, I don't want to say around guys, but he would have made that throw because Kittle had the right separation. Just a Hoyer, he wasn't looking in the right place, or he didn't make a proper throw. Jimmy would have made that throw. There were mistakes that were made by the other quarterback. Like against Arizona, when Arizona came to us, CJ, he sees the guy open, and he doesn't just stand tall in the pocket and deliver the ball. He tries to roll to his left and throw, and then it bounced off one of our guys' helmets. Yeah. Like Jimmy would have made that mistake. I get it. CJ's a rookie, but like Kyle said, he's getting better now, and he knows he has the potential to start in this league. Yeah, he was a rookie, and Kyle just said it today. He said he was put in one of the most difficult positions you could put anybody in, and he handled it like a man. He will take any hit to get. He can take those hits, but Jimmy will take any hit to get the ball off. That's the difference. But CJ is growing, and one last thing,
and he'll get there this year. That's why I can't wait to see opening night against Cowboys for preseason. Tyler, we need to stop though.
Oh yeah.
Let's continue tomorrow, bro.
I was just gonna say one last thing. Right. Whenever Jerick McKinnon was mic'd, he was talking to CJ, and then he said, I heard you. He goes, I saw you break one off last year in the preseason. And then CJ goes, oh, you talk about the long run against San Diego? He goes, oh yeah, and which actually, it's LA Chargers. But nobody says that.
It's hard to not call him San Diego. It's weird. You see that lightning bolt in your brain immediately says San Diego. So, hey, Tyler, we can look for you tomorrow, okay?
Hey, throw up the X.
Anyway.
CM Punk. Great Edge Lifestyle.
Yeah.
Pipe bomb.
Boom. Kills me. And I noticed there's an influx here of comedy with the Seahawks. We have a Seahawks visitor today. He says, Seahawks forever. Why Seahawks are falling apart? Help us. I got to be sympathetic. Remember when we had that mass exodus in 2014? How everybody they just beat us like a drum for the next 2 years? You got to feel sorry for them, And Jason Walker says, I have so much respect for Goodwin, just as a person, great man and player. Talking Man 78, what's up? And do we go through? Oh, yeah, no, that's right. I like talking about hashtags. Go Niners, brick by brick, Niners faithful. I believe in Quest for 6. Quest for 6, yes! Pretty soon it'll be Quest for 7. Actually, Quest for 7 has a nice ring to it. We've been saying Quest for 6 so long, I'm tired of Quest for 6. Let us get to Quest for 7. Then the Steelers fans be saying, dang. They still have the best record since the Super Bowl era began. They don't have but one loss. We got more than one loss. They're still the best team. They're tied as record-wise, and we will be the best of all time in the Super Bowl era. If we just would have won that game against Baltimore, it'd still be a wrap. Okay, let's go back in history. Nicholas Pusateri says, it's been too long since I pulled up. Yes, Nicholas, where you been, man? We're looking for you. John B says, keep bringing that fire. Hit that like, Brazil. Yo. Debbie, right? Hey, Debbie. Debbie says, I love this quote from Marquise today. He says, oh, man. Marquise, man. He says, the quote goes like this. I love you, mama. And for all the other mothers out there grinding for their kids so they have a chance to reach their dreams, I love you too. He's a very special human being. I realized that last year about Marquise Goodwin. When he knelt down before that poor child in the wheelchair, and we lost that poor child. He passed on a little later. But Marquise was communicating like nobody else was, because he's got that deep love in his heart. He feels things in a very passionate way, right? So he gets down, he talks to the little guy. His big smile comes on the child's face. I said, God, look at Marquise. It was hard to fight the tears of that. Marquise is special. Hey, Jesus my King 777. Niners put on the pads tomorrow. Coincidence? Rudy starts his period tomorrow, too. His pads come on tomorrow as well. Oh, God. Poor Rudy, man, he takes so much abuse. Rudy, why do you put yourself through this kind of pain and suffering? Rudy says, what pain and suffering? I like it. Rudy's actually a closet masochist. Somebody whip him when you get a chance. Oh, off subject. Paul Gonzalez. Brother Hobbs L., the best damn team in football. The best damn show on the tube. Thanks. With the best damn fans in the chat now. Yes. The best damn fans in the chat room. Yes, we are family. I got all my empire in me. Who's got it better than us? Nobody! Brick by brick. Quest for 6. Paul Gonzalez is Niner faithful forever out here in the Northwest. Paul, what's happening, man? Paul Gonzalez is out in the Northwest. Hey, Paul, where you at, man? Exactly. I mean, you at Oregon? Yeah, I mean, what part? Washington? Where? It says, Jason Walker, you know my son is an Eagles fan. I raised that boy wrong, and I blame his mama. I bet there are some families where the wife likes to do things just to irritate, buy him a little Eagles jersey. I mean, can you imagine coming home and you trying to work your son to be a 49 fan, you walk in, put your stuff down, look up. Whoa. What are you wearing? Where'd you get that? Yeah, Mom gave me an Eagles jersey. She did. Okay. Hey, why don't you run outside? You got some, I think I saw your boys down the street. I want to talk to your mom. Mark, Carlos Hyde said the Browns training camp had more fans than the 49ers training camps. Did he really say that? He's just mad he won't be playing in the Super Bowl this year. Now, why would Carlos have to say that? Come on, Carlos. Let's not go 3 years old. Come on. Tony Montana says Moore's going to replace Sherman in the future, but also can also. Yeah, that's right. You're right, Lee. He plays both quarter and safety, so yeah, you're right. Brother Hobbs, Ronbo, you know, when your show is lit, when you have Eagles, Rams, Raiders, and Seahawks fans in your chat room, yeah. I know. We seen them last year, but we didn't know why they were here. And everybody asked, how'd they even know we were here? Brandon Yarber, hey, says, my Niners finna make me some bread this season. Vegas, I've not checked the odds in Vegas in a while. I wonder what they have us at now. We were like really up there once. So they had us at 8-8 at one point. And I think they had us a little above that. There was an over-under on it. I've not checked that in a while. I will check that later. Terrence Hicks says, this is a team full of ninjas. They're getting sliced and diced from all over the field, especially when they get things and they do it right. It's the essence of speed in Kyle Shanahan's system. Things are happening too quickly for a defense to even react. He said, 49ers make the playoffs, I'm going to become a 49er bandwagon fan. Seahawks forever fan. He says, repentance. He says, man, I crack up when I see the clown y'all do when I call. I'm like, yeah, you would never dare say that to my face. But hey, repent. They have said some very adorable things about you. I know that they really enjoy your wardrobe of shirts. You've been compared to you're the Matthew McConaughey of the 49er fans. They've been saying nothing but good things. You're right, though. They would be embarrassed to say those things to your face. Because, could you imagine a grown man looking, God, repent, man. You know you are one handsome guy, man. You can't, as a dude, you can't do that, They do it to Jimmy, though. Can you see Jimmy sitting in a restaurant? Guy comes like, hey, Jimmy, listen, let me tell you something right now, man. I'm straight, but you are one handsome dude, brah. Do it Hulkamaniac style. You are one handsome dude, brother. And you know what? If I was a girl, I'd give you a kiss right now. By that point, Jimmy's got, hey, look, you know what? You need to calm down, okay? All right? Listen, let me buy you a drink. Go on back to your table. Leave me alone. The Sheik says, I'm excited to see Bourne this year. Sheik, actually, also remind the Big Show, the Bourne, which Sheik we're going to use on this one? Anyway, he needs to get ready for the next installment of the Bourne series and get me my jersey. You might as well give me that jersey right now. Goodwin is a strong character, Jordan Kelly. He sure is. And Funk Master says, honestly, when we picked up Goodwin, I didn't expect all of this out of him. A lot of people didn't. But after that first couple of games, I said, wait a minute. I thought that guy was just supposed to be a deep threat. That was a decent route. And he's getting better at the routes. Now, see, that's the thing where it makes him really dangerous. What if he gets really good at route running with all that speed? Whoa. The Sheik also says, shout out to Rice, best of all time. See you, Ronbo! Jerry. Let me see here. Debbie Ryan says Marquise could relate to the child in the wheelchair because of his sister. And he calls his sister his hero. Yeah, I remember he mentioned that too. Yeah. Jordan Kelly, but y'all do realize that Jimmy G could have Listen, I just want to put this out there to make sure everybody, in Las Vegas, the registered professional girls are some of the cleanest you're going to find on the planet because they have to submit to testing all the time. You figure also Miss Mia is also one of the folks that's also making sure that the doctor okays her too. They're very careful. I'm not saying that that's your safest bet, but you can bet there'll be no STDs with that relationship involved. Okay, back to our regular scheduled programming. Paul Gonzalez says he's from Vancouver, Washington. Saying he's on the West Coast, Sid. And thanks for saying, hey, Paul, man, All right. So there you go. And it's Timmy No Thumbs. Cheat Marsh. Man. You know, he has a question here. That's where that answer came from. He says, who will be better for us, Atachu? It's like cashews, but use Atachus. Atachus. He says, who will be better for us, Atachu or Marsh? Hit that like. Yeah. Between those two. But I'm telling you guys right now, man, I want to see what Ronnie looks like on that edge. I just want to know, can he maneuver past with all those moves he has? Because he's a guy inside he gets through really well, too. I got a feeling Blair stays on the team and does some really crazy things. Hey, Brandon Yarvis, you always reply me, dog. You're a beast. Go for some bread on week 1. I know their ass is going to get stay with some of his underdogs, I know, right? It's become a tradition now in all betting houses, except this year in a few. We've been ranked better than ever. But, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how they rank us each game. And I don't know that after the first 2 or 3 weeks, they're going to continue to make the underdog in every game. When they take that underdog tag off, and I think it takes some of the edge off the 49ers, especially guys like Jimmy Garoppolo, who I swear morphed into an absolute maniac as soon as they said the Jaguars are coming to town. And somebody must have told Jimmy G about the Jaguars. Yeah, it's going to be hat and T-shirts. They were ready. Reuben Foster first got to say, oh, you know, Jimmy G must have said, okay, I'm going to make sure they keep those hats and T-shirts right in those boxes. And Repentant Jesus says, husband wins lottery and tells wife, pack your bags, I just won the lottery. Wife says, great, where are we going? Husband, I don't know, but you gotta be out by 6. You tell him early today, and you know. So anyway, wait a minute. Patrick Collins says, does anyone think that Chancellor James should make it as a backup safety and a special teams gunner to cut Burbridge and Mostert? But not for those reasons. But I do think I'm finding out more about the other guy we drafted, the safety. I understand he lays some serious pipe down. But, you know, understand also that, what's his name? Marcel Harris. Yeah, Harris, I understand, is a butcher, too. Chancellor James is pretty physical. We'll see. I like Chancellor James. Yeah. Okay, Brother Hobbsell. Jesus is my king. The question is, how does Jesus... remember this one. How does Jesus make tea? He brews it. Okay. Hey, Debbie Ryan says Vegas predictions for 49ers projected 2018 over under 7.5 wins, over 130, under plus 110. All right, there you go. We were at 8. We dropped down a point, right? In some houses. Jason Johnson says Jerry McNichols is a better back than most give him credit. He is a better runner than Breida, but the Boise backs are always overlooked. Jay Ajayi went in the 5th round. You know, that's interesting. I've heard something about that. There's really something interesting about that. Boise had a bunch of buys go down last year. All of them. And Chancellor James, one of our guys, is Chancellor went to Boise. He went down with an injury. A bunch of guys from Boise all went down with injuries last year from different teams. It was freaky, right? And Jason also says Jay Ajayi only got on the field because of 2 other higher picks got hurt. Boise backs understand. That's got to stop, though. They got to get more respect than that. All right. Guys, I'm going to go ahead and head out. Tomorrow, we're going to come back here because we'll watch it, what goes on. And tomorrow, I swear, I'm going to get here at 6 o'clock for our East Coast guy. East Coast fam! I was late again today, man. I will not be late tomorrow. We'll make it earlier. All right, so you get in here before you got to go to bed. It is weekend time. I may not need to go to bed, right? If you're asleep right now, I hope so, because there is something, George Kittle said, there's something about moving a man against his will in a direction he doesn't want to go. if somebody fell asleep with that, let me do it to him now. You ready? This is so much fun. I just wish I could get film footage of a guy waking up trying. Oh. I bet they're awake now. Don't forget that like. Don't you forget that like.